Old Jaffa is located on the Kirkar Ridge that protrudes into the sea and forms a kind of peninsula, and a natural bay. A convenient place for settlement because it is protected from enemies, and suitable for a port. To the east of the ridge, a water-saturated, swampy and fertile area suitable for agriculture. The name Jaffa is probably due to its beauty, or after Japheth, Noah's son. In archaeological excavations and ancient Egyptian writings, it was found that about 3,700 years ago there was a fortified Canaanite city, under the rule of Egypt. About 3,000 years ago it was under the control of the Philistines. While the Israelites occupied the land, Jaffa was apparently not occupied. In the Bible it is mentioned that King Solomon brought the cedars of Lebanon through Jaffa, to build the temple. And Jonah the prophet left Jaffa on a ship. The city was conquered by the Assyrian Sennacherib, and later it was under the rule of the Persians, who gave it to the Phoenicians who built a temple there. In the book of Ezra it is mentioned that for the purpose of building the second temple, cedars were also brought through it. The Hellenists drowned Jews in the sea, and in the Hasmonean rebellion Judah the Maccabee killed many and burned the port. Control of the city passed between the Hellenists and the Hasmoneans, and thus during the rule of the Romans, the Jews fought them. In the New Testament it is written that in Jaffa there was the vision of Peter's apparition, and the revival of Tabitha who had died. At the time of the Mishnah and the Talmud, Jews lived there, Christianity grew and spread, and the Christians came and expelled the Jews. The region was conquered by the Muslims, and about 1,000 years ago the Crusaders conquered and fortified it. Throughout the country, the rulership changed several times between the Crusaders and the Muslims. The Mamluk Baibars conquered, exiled its inhabitants, and destroyed it as he destroyed the other coastal cities. For hundreds of years the city was deserted, few residents lived there, and few pilgrims began to pass through it. And once again wars destroyed and residents were massacred. Napoleon conquered it more than 200 years ago and massacred the Turkish soldiers. Abu Nabat restored, built, fortified and developed the city, turning it into a major port city. Arab farmers who immigrated from Egypt settled around it. In 1879 the walls were destroyed, and the city began to spread. And in its vicinity Tel Aviv began to grow. In the War of Independence the Jews conquered, most of the Arab residents fled. After years, the reconstruction of the old city began.